Hey, what's up guys? Back with one more Shiinotic live. I know I've been using this guy a lot lately and it's more exciting to see various teams and people mix it up and stuff, but the goal of this is improvement, and I always say that if you're trying to improve, that a static team is extremely useful for this because you can learn the same matchups inside and out. A good example of this is I was using this Shiinotic and I thought in my head, oh, he's a great Conkeldurr counter. I was playing against somebody, I swapped it into a Conkeldurr, took the first hit easily, but then he swapped to Facade, a Guts boosted Facade, and it absolutely destroyed me. And so now, every time I come into that matchup in the future, I'll switch into Shiinotic the first time on the fighting type move, eat it easily, and then I'll swap it to my Dragapult, and then I can live it easily, and then darten it back out. So these little kinds of interactions that you just start to get a bit of knowledge on, and it really helps you shape your understanding of the game, and it helps you improve really quickly. But anyways, we're into the next game. We see a Zera, so that's already a pretty likely lead, but also likely lead is this Cinderace, which would really be disadvantageous for my Shiinotic. But then I can swap right out to my Seismitoad here. It's also great versus the fish, of course. Physically walls this guy, but the Togekiss is my big fear. I got hit by that on another live. Again, that's sort of that experiential knowledge that really helps you take it to the next level. So just for that fear alone, I think I'm going to go to Corviknight, because no matter who he goes to, I have a good swapman, and the Corviknight beats the Togekiss, namely. So let's see what we get. We get the Zeraora. So again, like if he goes Zeraora, I predicted that, and I probably could have gotten away with going Shiinotic first, but in this case, it's completely fine. I'm going to go into it. I'm going to take like 12% chip as a result. Let's see what it does. 22. Okay, but that's still completely fine. We do lots of damage to him, and now we get our free Spore. He might double down. Nope, he decides to swap out, get burned, get sap. He's definitely right about that. And then I will go to my Dragapult. He goes to Cinderace. That's fine. I'm going to U-turn out. He's probably going to stay in U-turn, so I will go to... I could go to Seismitoad or Corviknight. I think, again, I don't want to bite in that Togekiss, so I'll go into Corviknight because I want Seismitoad to be fine for everyone else. Let's just invite back in... Oh, but he's going to Pyro Ball! That was a silly play. That's why the Seismitoad was a better option there. He should U-turn here because it's a very obvious switch on my part. No, he doesn't. He doubles down. That's fine. I could Toxic here because, again, the Togekiss is really obvious. I'm gonna try that. Shoot, that was a really dumb misplay. I should have realized that was an option. I'm surprised he went for that. Maybe he just predicted the U-turn. I was 1000% expecting that. Okay, he does go Togekiss. I get that predicted. Now if he has sub, he can't really do that so handily. My Corviknight's low, and I can get it back up versus this Corsola Galar, so it's not out for the count. Conkeldurr would normally eat any sort of special hit, but I'm worried about the flying type attack, of course. That would be really devastating. Again, air slashes in general, we saw this last time with the Specs Keldeo, kind of do a number on this team, so I need this guy healthy for the Dragofish. This is tough. I might have to bite the bullet on Corviknight here. Unfortunately, I would like to keep it healthy, but... Okay, there we go, we get a bit back. I'm going to Roost. I guess getting on Obstagoon, I'm faster, and I could have lived one hit, but I'm not sure. I can bring it in now at least. He should be swapping out here, but if I was wrong, that'd be really painful. It's gonna lose me momentum, but I'm gonna Obstruct to be safe. Okay, great. In that case, we get the Toxic chip too. Maybe just like when to throw this guy out. And now Facade does a number. His only swap in is the Corsola, which I'm going to follow up with a knockoff, which is really devastating versus Corsola because it loses Eviolite. And he always gets that disable on me. I don't know what it is. That happens to me every single time I hit this guy. Like, knockoff should be a 2-hit KO, but I just haven't managed it yet. I'll go to Dragapult if he wakes up and does something. That's not the end of the world. He doesn't, though. He should absolutely be afraid of a Shadow Ball here, but this gets me a little bit reluctant to switch so far. So if he goes to Bisharp, rather, that'd be fine. But if he doesn't, again, he's really reluctant to switch. I kind of like to label guys as either swappers or stay-inners. It's like a very dumb term, but it's surprisingly effective. This time I do expect a Dazzling Gleam. I'll go Conkeldurr. Doesn't do too much, I guess. Okay, that's fine. This time I expect an Air Slash. This time I can probably get Obstagoon in. Again, this guy's really problematic. I'm glad I Toxic'd it, but... Okay, he goes to this. That's fine. Now I get a very big Facade off. That's going to kill it. Great. Absolutely most slept on move ever. I'm definitely making a move on just Guts boosted Facade in general. I think it's so interesting. I was completely sleeping on it until I tried this team. That's a big reason why I've been using it so much. This guy's a huge threat. I'll Obstruct on the U-turn. I could even knockoff here. Watch this play. Watch this play. Oh, okay. Shit. I went 1000%. He thought he was going to someone else. Not even any point obstructing there. Okay, he goes right off the rip for that. That's still fine. I get to kill this guy or get up rocks. That's a tough call. I guess this guy isn't doing too much after I get up rocks. I'll do that for now. Then I'll go to Shiinotic. Clicks it again, he's crazy. The only reason I wouldn't do this is if he goes back out to Cinder Race, which personally I wouldn't do on Seismitoad anyways. Moonblast is pretty free here. I might just go for another Spore though. Yeah, Spore's one of the best assets in the game, no reason to mess around with it. He's just doubling down on Outrage. Interesting. I wonder what he was reading there. Now on Moonblast. Probably won't do too much. Okay, maybe I should have Leech Seeded there. That should be an obvious Pyro Ball. Again, I don't need this guy too healthy. Or at all healthy, you know. He should totally swap out here, but again, he's staying in on everything. Yeah, this guy just refuses to swap for any reason. The players like this infuriate me because they often over-predict and get absolutely smoked for it. A Dark type move should be coming out, or a Steel type move should be coming out here rather. Nope, I like to Swords Dance. Again, any other time I would Drain Punch because I think a swap here is obvious, but this guy absolutely refuses to. I guess he could have Drain Punched. Still. I don't get players like this who just refuse to swap in and stay in no matter what. I mean, it's like my video on sacking. Don't, you know, preserving sacks is important. You know, just because something isn't super useful for the future doesn't mean you can't get a lot of use out of it. So Shiinotic's going to come back in. Does he go for the play rough? Doesn't. I don't even know if he has it. Just Leech Seed for now. I could, yeah, I'll Leech Seed. That's the game. A good first one to open out, despite, again, just being able to label someone early on as someone who likes to stay in or someone who likes to swap preemptively, it can be surprisingly helpful. And then we claim that. Okay, let's get another one. Keep the train rolling, get another dub, and we see a very uncommon team. I'm just gonna, this is a cool team. He's got, I would say, almost no common OU mons except for these two. Okay. Looking at the matchups, this guy's pretty obviously to go with. This guy's an Intimidate user, which is, you know, it's not very common this generation, but that's definitely still a strong lead option. I don't even know if this guy's a Stealth Rocker, because this is another decent candidate itself. I don't really know who to predict here. My Shiinotic's gonna be super useful against the Dracozolt, so that'll be great. Shiinotic's got a good matchup versus everyone that isn't Arcanine here. So I'm gonna go with that because I can just swap out if he does go Arcanine. He goes Seismitoad. I should absolutely threaten this guy out. I wonder if he's ballsy enough to stay in. If I see a Grass type leading out against my Seismitoad, I am running for the hills. Rocks are too important for that. But, of course, I don't have a Grass move, but he should not know that. Actually, he's even got a Sap Sipper Goodra there. He should 1000% be going to Goodra, because Sap Sipper boosts its attack, and it eats it right up. So I want to Moonblast, because he should 1000% be clicking that. Maybe he won't, you know, just because it's the correct play doesn't mean, or in my opinion, the correct play, so even more of a qualification. Just because it's the correct play, in my opinion, doesn't mean that it's going to happen, but I'll play assuming that he will. So it's going to be pretty useful. They won't do too much against Aegislash, but it's a Grass type against 2 Water Grounds. That's awesome. Okay, he does do, in my opinion, the correct play, and we predict that. And this guy is especially defensive as hell, so that goes to show a Flamethrower is probably pretty likely here. Things. Now that a Flamethrower is likely, I'll go to my Conkeldurr. I don't think he has too much that can hit it super effectively, and my AV will also let me be super tanky. I don't know if this guy's AV'd. We'll see. Maybe he's an Expert Belt. Maybe he's a little bit more offensive. But there's one way to find out, which is knocking off. Let's see. I don't think this guy gets anything that'll hit me too hard. Okay, so we go to this guy, probably take off his boots. That's great. Does very little damage because he must be full Fizz Def. I wonder what move he's clicking here. I'm going to go to Seismitoad just to be safe. If he doesn't get a U-turn, so he's not quite as good as a pivot as a lot of guys. Goes to Will-O-Wisp. A little bit annoying, but I got only special attacks on this guy, so I'm not stressed about it. I'll Stealth Rock. I'm not sure if he's swapping out. If he would be going to someone, it would be, okay, Zone Toad. All Toxic on his rocks. And then I'll go to Corviknight. Once again, if he burns me, I'd rather get the rocks off than be healthy. That's fine. He Earthquakes anyways, so that's pretty great. I'll defog on the Arcanine. He's really taking some damage now. And I got the rocks off too, which is awesome. I'll go to Seismitoad. After he's being burned, there's nothing that he can really do to threaten me. Morning Sun, that's fine. I'll go to Stealth Rock. This whole, you know, song and dance is way more beneficial for me than him because he's taking more. Especially his Arcanine. I'll defog. He's very clearly going to go it here, but I'll keep it going for now. Oh, he does go to Goodra this time. I don't expect the Fire Blast again. I'll rotate to this guy first, just because a Fire Blast is pretty obvious. And then just for the sake of scouting, I'm taking a little bit of extra damage doing this whole song and dance, but I'm just curious to see what else he's got. He does have a Draco Meteor. It does way more than I thought. Holy crap. Well, I will go to Shiinotic. If he stayed in, that would have been... Ah, shoot, that's what I was worried about. That sucks. That was actually a pretty obvious play on this part. It's his big physical wall. So I definitely could have predicted that. I'm going to see another... Or I'm going to see a fire move coming out here. So I guess I got to go Seismitoad. Makes that chip I gave it earlier look a little bit dumb. I'm going to Earth Power. That'll cover the Seismitoad a bit. I can always Stealth Rock afterwards. He actually does not have a lot of... Like, Earth Power in general does a number on him. I'll now Stealth Rock. He is dying next turn, so I expect him to swap out. I don't know who he's going to here. I'm going to Toxic, because my biggest fear is Gastrodon. Earth Power would be good against everyone else, and I think he knows that. So I'm going to Toxic here. Oh, he Drain Punches. That is new. Okay, well he dies no matter what, so that's fine. Next time I defog these off, I will have won the Stealth Rock War, assuming I can keep him healthy, which is a big if, actually. I might have taken too much damage here. Maybe he's getting a little bit reckless. Because really, Stealth Rock's benefits me way more than him. Probably see another Draco Meteor here. I wonder if he'll predict that and go for Fire Blast. That'd be a really great play on his fire. It was for even better play. That was really, really smart. Totally smokes me. I'm going to go to this guy. I'm actually going to Shadow Ball, because I think his best swap in is either the Gastrodon or the Aegislash. It could be the Gastrodon. How much does it really could be the Gastrodon. In fact, oh, he stays in. Crazy play. This guy's definitely got my number so far. I'm just gonna click Sludge Bomb again, so I got this. Deciding whether, I mean, can Seismitoad get up rocks versus anyone? Probably. I'll defog for now. His rocker's dead. We get the chip on the Arcanine. I wonder if he'll Flare Blitz off the rip here. Settle down, Reason ought to. I'll sack the Conkeldurr. Things are getting a little bit dicey now, though. Okay, he's just gonna kill me now with a Flare Blitz. It's a sack anyways. Okay, I shall go to... Got a lot of really promising options with my Dragon Bolt. If I can guess correctly, I can really do a number on anyone, but... I think I'll go to Obstagoon. This guy, I haven't gotten him in early enough, and I gotta break him some walls here. His team's like moderately slow too, so if I can actually get this orb up, I'm gonna do a lot of damage really quick. Okay, well, I'm faster than you for sure, so I shall knock off. Thank you. He was AV. Okay, that was my initial suspicion. It's always, when I think of AV, I think of that move, to be honest. I'll Obstruct again. I'm not sure what he's gonna click here. Wow, totally reads me. There's max Fizz Def too, so this is actually really problematic. I guess I gotta go for the 2-hit KO with Facade. I should be able to live one Flare Blitz. Crits me too, shoot. That really blows. I don't know if Knockoff even kills at this point. I have to Facade, and if he goes Aegislash, that's a great play. Oh, he has Extreme Speed, that's the 4th move. I should have known that. Yeah, one of the better reasons to run Arcanine. I could have gone out to my Dragon Bolt completely free there. That's too bad. Gastrodon, I think, is going to win the game at this point, especially if my Seismitoad's so low. I'm going to click Shadow Ball here. He stays in, sacks it. That's fine. He doesn't really need this guy anymore. I guess for the Corviknight it would have been useful. I'm not sure what's this guy's running. If he substitutes here, I will be livid. Okay, he does attack. Is he... Okay. That suggests it's banned to me, but we don't know for sure. I could recover. No, I'll U-turn out for now. Goes to Draco's ult. I'll go to my own. I'll drink a meteor. This guy's been a little bit more likely to stay in swap so far. He does have a free Egg Slash, but I've shown that I'm willing to Shadow Ball before, so he's probably afraid of it. Okay, so that's great. We killed the Dragapult. Here comes Egg Slash again. I think we might be able to win now. This is looking really promising. Let's see if he clicks a close combat here. Okay, so he wasn't that set. That explains a lot. I'm going to Iron Head once. He's going to Swords Dance now. He's going to attack this time. Oh, he's definitely Shadow Sneak. I lost. Yeah, I was going to say I'm going to bait out this, and then I'll be able to outspeed him with my Dragapult, but he's definitely faster now. Or he's definitely going to be able to kill me with the Shadow Sneak now. So I think I lose. Unless he can do a ton of damage with his Iron Head, which I don't see as very likely. Oh, and he's still got King Shield. That's for 1000% a loss. Yeah, that's GG. Well, I mean, I don't know he has it. This is like 99% a loss, but yeah, I can't even roost off the damage anymore. Yep. He played it well. I didn't play very well in the early game too. I definitely sacked a couple of important threats. I was playing a little bit reckless. And this late game Egg Slash definitely, he kept it in advance. There's a couple times where I thought he'd bring it out, but he knew that it was a great win condition, and he kept it in the back the whole game. So really well played there. Okay, this is a pretty standard team, not as irregular as the last guy. Once again, I wouldn't be surprised. Togekiss as a lead is extremely threatening if I go to my own Seismitoad, who I like versus, well, not really actually. Now that I think about it, I don't like it versus this guy either. I think if I like anyone, it's the Corviknight again, just because the Togekiss is so threatening. He goes to this guy. He should be U-turning here, but I don't really have a choice but to go to my Seismitoad. Okay, he does Power Ball. That's exactly why I don't have a choice. It crits me, which sucks, and does really a lot of damage. I'll Stealth Rock for now. I Stealth Rocked in case he went to the Corviknight, but now I can follow up with Toxic. See if he has the same, if he goes straight for his Stealth Rocks. No, he does do that. We miss. That really blows. I don't want this guy Toxic yet, especially after taking that crit, so I'll go to Corviknight. On the Toxic. I don't want him burnt though either, so that's not great. Okay, we both go to Corviknight. He's gonna defog here, so I'm not gonna waste the time. He's gonna defog for his Togekiss' sake. So all U-turn out, probably to... We'll see how much the U-turn does. If it does a lot, if it doesn't do very much, then I'll go to my Dragapult here. So we'll see what he clicks. Maybe Body Press. If he Body Press, I'll probably just attack off the rip. We'll see. Oh, he does have Body Press. Okay, well, there you go. Okay, so he's probably Spadef, given by that. If he was physically defensive, I think that'll do 2% according to my calculation here. So that makes things a little bit tricky. I'll go to Spadef, then I'll go to Obstagoon. Wait, he's Pressure, right? Okay, thank God he's Pressure. Somehow Mirror Armor is actually a weirdly bizarre counter to this Obstruct Obstagoon, because it makes the defense drop go to me instead. He's going to Body Press there, and now I'll threaten him out with a knockoff. Now whoever he goes to is going to really take a number from this. Oh, wow, he actually lives it. That was narrow. But we still live it. That's great. Yeah, now I get to kill something. That's awesome. That means next time I get a Brox, or he won't be able to get a Brox at all. I was debating going for a defog myself, but this is really great. Obstagoon's low, but losing Corviknight. Bulky Corviknight is a decent threat to this team. If it's physically defensive in particular, I have a really tough time against it. Oh, so this is probably Choice Banded. Interesting. If he Power Balls here, that explains why the Power Ball did so much against my Seismitoad, actually, now that I look at it. I'll have to go to Corviknight. I don't have a lot of choice. Oh, he'll get a bit of momentum on me here. I wonder who he'll go to. Cinder is his best answer to it. I guess his own Obstagoon. I wonder if he'll have Obstruct even. I don't really have much of an answer to Obstagoon even. Okay, so because of this guy, this is my best answer to Dragapult in general, but if he Fire Blast, that would not be so nice. So I guess I'll go to my AV Kong. He hasn't done too much so far. And with Togekiss taking the field. Yeah, that was also pretty likely. That should invite in the Togekiss, which I'm tempted to Thunder Punch on for one. I wouldn't be surprised if he roofs or something here. And if I'm wrong and he just goes for the Air Slash off the rip, again, most Conkeldurrs aren't running Thunder Punch. So as far as he's concerned, I have nothing. Especially since I'm not burnt, I don't even have a Facade. I have nothing that can threaten him. So he should be setting up in some respect here. And even if he Air Slashes, then it's not the end of the world. See, it's not the end of the world. I might get a hit off. I do get a hit off. That's really great. I don't think my Mach Punch will kill, unfortunately. but that's a free Corviknight right there. I'm gonna roost. If he nasty plots, that would suck, but I could still live the flamethrower afterwards. He should actually flamethrower. That was probably a mistake on my part. Yeah, that was really unfortunate. Because he should have done that because he wouldn't be able to swap back in with Stealth Rocks up. So now that's actually problematic. I might even go to my Dragapult now. It's got needlessly scary all of a sudden. I want to roost again to get this guy back up to full so he's a better counter to Dragapult. But then this guy's up to 33%. I don't have a lot that can kill it at that point. No, I think I am going to do that. Oh wow, he gives me that. That gives me a free Iron Head as far as I'm concerned. If he had Flamethrower, that would be a little bit more risky. He should Flamethrower this time. I wonder if he'll even set up. No, he doesn't. It's a 2-hit KO. Oh, it crits! Oh, that's so lucky. That is so lucky. That's the thing. I've been playing a lot with this Iron Head Corviknight, and a lot of Clefables will kind of get risky with it and try to beat you with like a Flamethrower one-on-one in a fight. You got to realize that, you know, Iron Head has a 30% chance to flinch. Just through luck alone, I have a lot of good odds here. He went for a U-turn last time, but man. So I want this guy alive just so we can threaten a Mach Punch on this dude. You could even probably soon kill the Cinderace after one more Rock Switch in. Useless versus Seismitoad, but I don't really care about my Seismitoad, so I'll throw him out inside the Conkeldurr. He Shadow Balls. Yep, that's a kill, which is completely fine. Even by that damage, it's definitely Scarfed. So go Corviknight, get a free Roost. That should invite in Cinderace, maybe Obstagoon. Cinderace is not that useful though with out the heavy duty boots. So I'm gonna Roost again. Again, I'm completely fine with this matchup unless he crits me here for some reason. I could even do it one more, but I think that's as free as an Obstagoon switch in as I'm ever gonna find. If he goes to Cinderace here, that would kind of suck, but as I said with the Seismitoad, it's not the most important thing in the world right now. I'm willing to risk a speed type, but I don't have max speed, so I'll go to Shiinotic. Keep this guy in the back for a sec. Never know. I would be willing to go for a speed tie there. Oh, and I get the Seismitoad with my Shiinotic, which is also a great matchup. So now I get a free Spore. The only person who wouldn't get put to sleep is Obstagoon because it's already burnt, but it's a Shiinotic, so I'm not too worried about that matchup. Goes to Cinderace. I am going to Leech Seed. Yeah. Oh, you Dragapult finally. I wonder what move he's clicking here. Shadow Ball probably won't be enough to kill. Fire Blast might though. Well, I kept this Obstagoon stack for a reason. I don't really want to guess. I could have predicted something. Oh, he goes for U-turn. That is gonna give me a Dragapult kill here because this guy's definitely Scarfed. And I win the speed tie even, so great. And now Dragapult in general kind of just wins. So I will once again go out to my Shiinotic. This guy's a bit of a threat. He could do some damage to my Corviknight. He bulks up. That's very cool. I will Strength Sap. I wonder if he even kills me here. Yeah, that's not surprising. But, you know, I kept this guy alive for a reason. He goes to Seismitoad, which he should here. Then I'll just follow up with a Drain Punch. Maybe I should have Drain Punched off the rip. But I gotta imagine this guy. I'm not sure if he's got Earthquake or Earth Power. I think I'm fine either way. Max HP. Actually, okay, he does Scald. Do I get burnt? I get burnt. That's lucky. Nice. Get that little Guts boost. I was asking in the comments in the last video what set I'm running on this guy because Sheer Force and Iron Fist are nothing to sneeze at. And of course, I don't have the Flame Orb for the Guts here, but I think even without that, even without the automatic proc, it just makes this guy such a good status absorber that I really like the set. I want to feel Earthquake here. I'm living it anyways. Oh yes, Earth Power too. So yeah, I'm taking everything with this AV. We kill this guy. That'll invite in the Cinderace who dies to the Mach Punch and Obstagoon who dies to the Mach Punch. So that is fine. We win another game. You love to see it. I'll probably end it there. Yeah, 2 wins. You know, we'll see where we go. I'm not throwing a lot of GGs here because every time I win, people are forfeiting on me. You love to see it. People only GG on their own win. But let's see where the ELO ends up before we wrap things up. I'm excited. 2 wins. We've not. The first one was ending on a losing streak, but everything since we've had More wins than losses. Okay, so we get back up to 1465. That's not as high as I thought it would be. But we're slowly eking up. So we'll take it. We'll absolutely take it. We've learned a lot, and I'll see you next time with the climb to top 500 continues. Take it easy.